Hi there, Taurus. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at September 12th through the 18th. And we are smack bang in the thick of Mercury retrograde, of course, which is retrograde until September 22nd. And along for the ride this week is a powerful Pisces lunar eclipse, which is going to be affecting your 11th house of hopes, dreams, wishes, and friendship. Added into the cosmic mix is a Sun-Mercury merger and a Mars-Uranus trine. On Monday, September 12, the Sun makes its third inferior conjunction with Mercury retrograde. Every inferior conjunction between the Sun and Mercury asks us to look back at our past issues. But this time, Mercury is retrograding in Virgo, which means it's time to clean house around job issues and take a moment to review your healthcare plan for those of you who have been getting along with, sufficient healthcare, but now maybe you want to go and get eyes checked and vision and health, more updated healthcare, which means you're going to need a better plan. It's also transiting your fifth house of romance, creativity, and self-fulfillment. So any issues you have in the romance department will seem larger and more pressing than usual. It's also the fall eclipse season or the spring eclipse season, depending on which hemisphere you're in. And on Friday, September 16, there's a Pisces full moon lunar eclipse that's going to be extremely caught up in the mix and not able to do its job the way it probably would like to do. Pisces, of course, is the last sign of the zodiac, the 12th sign, and the sign of namaste, of peace and love and all that good stuff. And it's going to have a hard time getting off the ground with Mercury retrograde and Mars, the planet of energy, fire, domination, transiting Sagittarius, and which is a sign that is very heady and does what it likes to do and does things on a whim, whereas you may be feeling as if people are not sensitive enough to what you're going through. And that once again comes back to Mercury retrograde, which I happen to think is extremely strong and has everyone very much in the grips. It's going to be interesting to see what celebrity couples break up by the end of the month. We've already seen Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston call it quits, and really it's no wonder, because it's very, very difficult to survive a Mercury retrograde in a new relationship. So Mars, smack bang in the middle of this eclipse, not only gets in the way of the usual Pisces full moon vibe of peace and love, but also signals overly forceful and destructive behaviors, indicating an increase in hostilities at home or abroad. So we might even see something political, or if you're already feuding with someone you share time and space with, your roommate, a sibling, your parents, your grandparents, depending on what your living situation is, it could increase before it gets better. And it really is important that you wait until next week when Mercury finally moves forward to try to take steps towards fixing things. So great speaking to you, Taurus, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.